Okay, Jackets fans, if anybody's out there listening, either on YouTube or Facebook, please send us a message and let us know how the feed is. All right. Hey, thanks, Shannon, for checking in, letting us know that our feed's good. So welcome, Jackets fans. Glad to have you with us on this Sunday afternoon game between your Columbus Blue Jackets and the Culver Eagles. Jackets and Eagles played twice yesterday. Eagles won in the first game 1-3. Jackets looked kind of flat. But the second game, Jackets came out firing. They put up 5 on the Eagles, only giving up 1 goal. They win 5-1. So right now the series is split between the two. So this will be the tiebreaker today. And outside of any kind of competition like a tournament, probably the first and last time, and only time that we'll see Culver all year. So let's hope the Jackets come out with the same fire that they had in the second game yesterday. A little rough there at the end of the second game last night as Lemmerbrock against the corner sideboards was getting pummeled by one of the Culver girls, and not sure if she should have got a suspension for that because the girl was literally throwing fists. And I'm not sure if she's on the bench or not, but regardless, the girls got to put that behind of them. The Jackets seem to get after it here in Game 3. So glad you're joining us from wherever you are. Happy to have you here tuning into the broadcast. We're just waiting on the Zamboni doors to get closed. They're doing a little edge cleaning before they close the doors, and we don't have any referees at the moment, so both teams on the bench. Glad to have Beatrice Binsky with us today. That's 3 games in a row, Beatrice. You're like our biggest fan, and we love to know that you're online watching. And Molly will be in net. Yeah. The Lynn Scotts, they're watching. That's great to have you with us again. So we're getting a nice little following for the girls, and you know they love it, even though they don't know who's watching when they're on the ice, but they know that we're broadcasting. So, and hopefully it brings you a little bit closer to them. For those that can't travel, you at least get to see the girls play. So we're happy to bring you all the games this year. Big shout out to my wife, Robin, who is manning the camera and the social media side of things. Without her, this is impossible. So she's behind the lens, behind the iPad here, bringing you the video feed. Oh, the Day grandparents are watching. Well, thank you for tuning in. And Buddy Clark, Morgan Rumpke's grandparents are tuned in. So thanks again for watching. Did you say Mark McElhaney's watching? No? Okay. Well, maybe Mark will tune in. Oh, Lonnie Benning. And Poppy's mom's watching as well. Wow, we got a good audience today. So sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and as soon as the referees get out here, we'll get warm-ups going. And the girls are just going to take the ice. They're not going to wait for the referees. This game was due to start at about 8 minutes ago, so we're already late. And now we got the referees. Warm-ups are underway here at the Henderson Ice Arena in Culver, Indiana. No changes for the Jackets. Poppy Worsley went down yesterday in what appeared to be an incident behind the play involving a Culver forward. She, just out of precaution, she went and sought medical attention last night, and looks like she has a minor concussion, but also a strain in her neck muscles, which you really need your neck muscles for a goalie. So Molly Binsky again will be between the pipes for the Jackets. Man, you gotta love the fact that we have two goalies, because if we didn't, if it was just Poppy, we'd be in trouble. So, but Poppy was playing well yesterday, and unfortunately, incident behind the play that we didn't catch on camera, involving Worsley and a Culver player, resulted in her pulling herself off and putting Binsky in to finish the game out. It's starting to get a little spirited. And you know what? When you get teams that play each other 2 and 3 times in a row, you start to develop some rivalries on the ice. You start to develop some attitude with each player. And Culver definitely stepped it up yesterday in the physicality department against the Jackets. The Jackets had 5 power plays. They went 1 for 5, 20% on the power plays. The Jackets themselves, no stranger to being shorthanded. They gave up 5 penalties as well. However, Jackets able to kill off all 5. So that's good to see from them. Reagan Davies actually putting on a clinic at the end of the second period yesterday, playing keep away from pretty much the entire Culver team, which was a spectacle to witness itself. So if you get a chance, go back and watch that end of the second period yesterday if you missed it. Fantastic to watch Reagan Davies just control the play. So outside of Poppy Worsley not dressing, we're still without the services of Elena Prawl. We hope to see her back on the ice in a Jackets uniform really soon. But until then, best of luck to Elena in her field hockey for Liberty High School out of Columbus, Olentangy Liberty. Just under 2 minutes to go in warm-ups, and we'll get this one underway. Jackets, as they've been all weekend, will be in their dark blue jerseys, red shorts, blue socks. Culver Academy will be in their white jerseys, maroon pants, and white socks. So again, if you're out there watching, please leave comments. Robin will be cycling through those. Always good to see. A little hard to respond back sometimes if she's following the play, but rest assured she's seeing them, especially on the Facebooks. But definitely leave comments on YouTube as well if you're watching in YouTube land. About 30 seconds to go, and probably the biggest score so far today just finished. Liverpool beat Man City by a score of 1-0. Mo Salah with Liverpool's only goal, and Liverpool victorious against Man City, and the title race is now back on in the English Premier League. Yours truly, Liverpool supporter, and the head coach of the Jackets, Dave Noss, a Man City supporter. He spotted me 2 goals on that. It looks like he lost that bet. So Liverpool right back in it. That's the big score to report. But right now it's Jackets hockey. We will play 15-minute periods, 3 15-minute periods. Minor penalties assessed to the 2 minutes. Hopefully we won't see too many of those by the Jackets today. There's no delayed offside. USA Hockey changed those rules, so the girls have to be back in the neutral zone before the puck crosses the blue line. And there's no icing, so it's a no-touch icing, rather. That puck is sent the length of the ice with no touches. Goes across the opposing team's goal line. It will be an icing call. We're ready to go here. Jenna Day's got him at center ice with Lemmerbrock and Taylor. That line scoring all 5 goals yesterday. Davies controls off the opening faceoff. The Jackets now with the puck. Near side with Lemmerbrock. She dumps it in, and Day and Taylor on the forecheck here. Just underway. Jackets and Culver Eagles. Game 3 of 3. Series tied up 1-1. Now Day with the puck. She's looking for Hayden, and now a breakaway. And here come Culver. And that puck just wide, rolling puck. Binsky couldn't make it happen, and good for that as the Culver Eagles with a great opportunity early on. Taylor out front, hits a skate, never makes it on net. First chance of the game to Culver. Taylor on the back check now at center ice, leaves it for Day. They'll go for a line change, and here comes Reagan Davies, who really just took over this game yesterday. Davies hit against the boards. She coughs up the puck. A rare occurrence. And now Talibi on. And Folk on the forecheck. Travers and Buzik back on the blue line. Buzik has that puck tipped. Goes up and out of play. We'll get a whistle. Neutral ice face-off. Come to center ice. Miller centering this line with Talibi and Folk. Travers and Buzik on D. Puck is controlled by the Jackets after Miller tied her opponent up on the faceoff. Puck comes in on Binsky. Cleared out by Travers. Folk can't grab it. Now Buzik with it. She'll bounce it off the boards near side. Polk will give chase. Talibi comes over for relief. Now Culver out. They'll go across the blue line and offside on the near side. Number 10 for Culver. A little ahead of the play, and we'll get an offside call here with 13:25 left in the first. We're scoreless between the Jackets and the Culver Eagles. Miller wins the faceoff back to Folk. Buzik now cross ice for Talibi. Talibi center ice. She's pestered. She takes it against the boards. Now Talibi is going to get a penalty as she gave a cross check. And as soon as the Jackets touch this up, they're going to be shorthanded as Talibi's going to go. And the Jackets in penalty trouble from the start. First power play of the game for the Eagles, and Talibi gets cross check. So Talibi now in the box for 2-minute minor. Crick out for the draw. Wins it back to Davies. Davies slips away to the near side boards. She kicks that puck ahead. It's 1-on-3. Now Culver back the other way. That puck is tipped out by Hayden, and now Culver go in for the forecheck. Davies will race back behind Binsky in net. Hayden now as that puck escapes out of the grasp of Davies. Now back to Hayden. It goes between her skates. She backhands it out. Crick now in support. Hayden will chase it to the corner. Hayden pins it up against the corner. Good work by Hayden. Far right-hand side for Sarah Thomas. Sarah Thomas Whiffs on the backhand. She's got the puck, though. Crick now just tips it ahead. That puck up and out of the zone. Good work by Caroline Crick. Good effort there as Thomas had that puck between her feet. She fell to the ground. This puck is going to go the length of the ice. Culver will ice it. With 12:07 left in the first. 1:05 left in the Talibi minor for cross-checking. We'll get Rumpke, Day on the line change. Hayden and Davies will stay out for the Jackets. No score. 12:07 left in the first. Chipped ahead by Day, and it'll be controlled by Culver. She just tried to chip that ahead and go after it to get a quick shot. Good forecheck by Day as Culver player hits the ice. Day will chase it down in the slot. Now Davies picks up the errant puck. Behind the net now, Culver with 45 left in their power play. Day is too slow to get back, and we'll get an offside call and a whistle. Neutral zone face-off in front of the Culver bench. Stretch pass by Culver, right-hand side in front of the Jacket bench. Around Travers. In the center, looking for the one-timer. It was behind her. Jackets kind of loosey-goosey on the defense, and now Loftus is going to have to get after it here. Looking for Day along boards, and that puck is just going to be sent the length of the ice. We're going to get a no icing. They're going to wave that off. 15 seconds left on the Jackets' PK. And offside on Culver again, as they're ahead of the play. 5 ticks left on the PK for the Jackets. Neutral ice face-off. Miller in there with Taylor, Travers, and Loftus on the back end for the Jackets. Miller gets tied up in the face-off circle. Culver's going to go. And we're going to get a hooking penalty as Miller was hooked when she tried to get the puck, and the Jackets are going to go on their first power play. Good work by Miller in the face-off circle. And that puck should go all the way down. So we're 4-on-4 for 5 seconds, and then the Jackets will be on the power play. We'll see where Talibi goes. Looks like she's probably going to go to the bench. Loftus controls the face-off. Miller won it. Travers fires it, goes just wide. Miller will chase it. Off comes Talibi. Jackets on the power play. Miller back to Loftus at the point. Miller now with it on the backhand. She'll backhands it across for Lemmerbrock. Great pass. Lemmerbrock returns the favor. Miller again on the backhand looking for Lemmerbrock down low. Lemmerbrock out to Taylor. Taylor fans and misses. She'll slip and fall. Jackets on the power play. Their first of the series. Lemmerbrock now down to Taylor. Taylor to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock fires it in. That puck is sticked aside. Good shot from the Jackets. Taylor behind the net. She'll slow things down and look for an opportunity. Taylor now uses the screen that Miller provided. She'll loop back around. Miller behind the net. Miller looking out wide to Lemmerbrock. And now Travers with it. Bounced it to Lemmerbrock. Good puck movement by the Jackets. Taylor out front. Fans on the one-timer. And now the Jackets have to collect this at center ice. Travers swinging a miss. Finally gets it to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock to Taylor. Taylor, it's going to go in. Got Lemmerbrock in support. On comes Day. Lemmerbrock with it. Today it's behind her. Davies will collect it. 52 left in the man advantage for the Jackets. Chipped ahead. Day will bring it in. She had to wait for Taylor to get back on side. Day sidesteps one. Lemmerbrock waiting. Day tries to feather it on the backhand, but broken up by Culver. The puck will slip out, but Hayden's first one to it. 33 left now in the power play for the Jackets. Their first of the game. Lemmerbrock now controls it along the half boards. Looking for Davies. That puck is too far ahead of her. Culver regroup in their own zone. D-to-D pass. It's a little too long. Jackets were looping out of the zone. And now Davies on the forecheck. Kept in nicely by Rumpke. 13 left in the power play. That puck is going to go the length of the ice, and we're going to get an icing call here with 7 seconds left in the power play. 9:14 left in the period. Jackets on the power play. Still scoreless between the Eagles and the Jackets. Thanks for joining us. Glad to have you with us. Let's go Jackets. Glad you're tuning in, Josh. Happy to have you here. Penalty's going to expire here in 1 second. Now we're back to even strength, and the Jackets can't convert. Both teams over on the power play. Culver now behind Binsky. So they look to cycle in and create some offense, but good work by Hayden. Hayden up for Thomas, too far ahead of her. And now Crick will leave it go for Hayden. Hayden again as she tries to wrap it around. That puck is going to squirt out to Rumpke. Rumpke now center ice. Left-hand side, Rumpke looks to dump it in. It's broken up and collected now by Culver. Culver sent it the length of the ice. Talibi can't get to it, and they're going to call no ice. Talibi was making an effort, but just couldn't stretch out to get it. Jackets now will play on. Thomas throws it in on net between the skates. Jackets, nobody in front. Loftus with it now. Loftus cross ice for Talibi. Talibi up for Crick. Crick is going to dump it in. Nobody on the forecheck, and it'll be free out for Culver. Talibi up now on the forecheck. Folk will come in to pester, and Folk is going to get drugged to the ground. That could have been a hooking or a tripping penalty, but referees didn't see it that way, and now back the other way come Culver. Miller on the poke check, and she runs her opponent out wide. Loftus will clean up that puck with 7:45 left in the first. Culver now behind the net. Jackets try to get their shape back. Miller picks off that pass. Good read by her. She'll backhand it out looking for Folk. Folk's going to have to get rid of it quickly on the backhand. Miller comes in to help that along. Talibi, nice work by Talibi. Nobody saw her coming, and she just intercepted that on the back check. Jackets going to get a penalty here. And we're going to see who's going to go on the rough. So the Jackets are going to go back to the Talibi. That's her second. She gets a roughing penalty, and Bella Talibi now in some penalty trouble. Got a knock. And we're going to put Culver right back on the power play. 2-minute minor assessed to Talibi, Bella Talibi, for roughing the 7:20 mark of the first. Jackets successfully kill off the first Culver power play. Blockered aside by Binsky. Long-range effort never troubled Binsky, and Binsky covers up short side. Get the whistle. 8 seconds off the power play clock for Culver. Day wins it cleanly to Davies. Davies now 1-on-2 as she just ties the puck up in the corner, kicks it ahead. Such a smart player. Out front, good effort there by Hayden to negate any kind of scoring opportunity. Taylor can't clear. That puck will go in, easily sticked aside by Binsky. Out front now, swing and a miss by Hayden. That puck will bounce off the end boards, the dasher rather. Puck fired in, glove save. Was going wide, but Binsky stuck her glove out to grab it nonetheless, and we'll get a whistle. 1:22 left in the man advantage for Culver, and that gives the Jackets an opportunity to switch things up. Smart move to get Crick and Lemmerbrock out there. Davies and Hayden will stay out to complete the 4-man unit for the Jackets. PK. Controlled now by Culver. They go to the point. Puck fired in. Again, Binsky sees it all the way. Another whistle. And it's good to see Harry Styles taking a break from his worldwide tour. Harry in attendance again today. So we're happy to see him, as apparently he's got an entourage with Kathy Taylor and Courtney Lemmerbrock. So I don't know how they know Harry Styles, but he's here with us today again. So thanks, Harry, for spending time with the girls. Binsky there with a great save. That puck is going to be iced by Lemmerbrock, and we'll get a whistle at 1:02. Crick now in for the draw. Right-hand side of Binsky. Jackets come away with it. Lemmerbrock's just going to throw it ahead. Get another quick whistle is a little too far. Lemmerbrock's idea was to just bounce it off the boards and then outpace the defenseman, but threw it a little too far ahead. Lots of whistles here early. Caroline Crick, who's been solid in the face-off circle, wins another one. And she's got to be one of the best face-off artists that we have. And That puck will go the length of the ice again as Davies was trying to spring Lemmerbrock loose. And now we'll get another stoppage with 6:04 left in the first. Scoreless between the Culver Eagles and your Lady Blue Jackets. Crick again wins it. That puck is cleared out by Hayden. Good work. There'll be no icing on this, and we'll finally get some established game time here without a whistle, hopefully. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first. Davies will collect that pass. 30 seconds left on the Bella Talibi roughing penalty. Now Crick with it. Crick's got Miller on the left-hand side. Crick now feathers it to Miller, but it's chased down and unable to get the shot in. That puck is going to be sticked aside by Culver, and now Culver behind the net. Miller will chase it into the corner to play D. She does a good job, but that puck will escape out. 10 seconds left, in the Bella Talibi roughing. We'll get an icing call on Culver with 4 left in the power play. So Jackets now with an opportunity to get a shorty here with 4 seconds left. You win the face-off, you get it back, get a quick shot. You never know. I'd like to see Miller just tie up the Culver player, let this penalty expire, and that's exactly what she does. Good work there. It goes back to Talibi. Now Miller, as Bella Talibi comes out of the box, it's going to be no icing, and the Jackets now successful in their second PK. Puck whistled in behind Binsky. Lily Talibi behind the net, and she'll chase it back the other way. Over to her sister Bella. Bella can't control it. That puck goes out to the point now behind the net. Out front, Talibi to Folk, and now Folk on the right-hand side. Puck is poke-checked off her stick, and away come Culver back the other way. Around Lily Talibi now in front as they look to get that pass broken up nicely by Jenna Day. Now in the backhand, Culver going to throw it in. It never makes it on net. Went off a Loftus skate. Now Talibi to Folk. Folk can't chase that down, and her shift's over. She needs to get to the bench. We'll get a whistle here, and offside on Culver. 4:17 left in the period. Scoreless between Culver Eagles and Columbus Blue Jackets. Culver out front. That puck is tipped ahead. They'll control it. Goes off the post. Molly Binsky happy. The post is her friend. Travers got to be careful there. That was a huge slash. The referee didn't see that. Again, Jackets just kind of standing around watching. Lemmerbrock tried to poke that puck away, but Culver will remain in possession here as they're getting some zone time in front of the Jackets netminder. Buzik on the backhand to Taylor at right-hand side. Taylor goes cross-ice looking for Lemmerbrock, but Day's going to get her stick held, no call, and that was bizarre. Now up, and Jackets will be onside. Here comes Day in. Day dispossessed of the puck, and now Culver back the other way. Good work by Hayden, and great defense there. That puck's too far ahead of Lemmerbrock, and Lemmerbrock is going to race after it. She hesitated, and she could have gotten to that puck first, but she hesitated, thinking it was going to go too far. It hit the boards, and all the momentum went off the puck, and now here come Culver back the other way. Just under 3 minutes left in the first, and Culver with a shot on goal there will get the whistle as Binsky safely gloves it down with 2:53 left in the first. Culver now at the point. Culver with the puck at the point. Puck comes in. Jackets can't clear their lines, and finally they do. 2-on-1, Thomas and Rumpke. Thomas in the middle, Rumpke on the left-hand side. Rumpke opts to shoot. That puck goes just wide. And now Culver tried to go back the other way, but Thomas picks it up. Thomas now with that puck. She's tripped up, no call, and it'll trickle in on the goalie, and the goalie will cover up and get the whistle. 2:27 left in the first. Well, puck luck there for the Jackets, but unable to convert. Jackets with Lily Talibi. She feathers it in behind the net. Caroline Crick will chase it down, but it's wrapped around behind the net the opposite way by Culver. Off the end boards. That puck is sent the length of the ice. We're going to get another icing call here. 2:06 left in the first. Scoreless between the Jackets and the Culver Eagles. Well, this isn't the Schottenstein, but Mike Damas, thanks for tuning in. Glad to have you aboard. Miller now in for the face-off. It's controlled by Culver, and that's maybe the first face-off she's lost all day. Now Miller with it, backhands, looking for Talibi. It'll be picked up by Folk. Folk now looking for Miller when she had it on her backhand. Left-hand side now, here come Culver, under 2 minutes to play. Culver on the wraparound attempt. It's going to be broken up. Miller's going to collect it. She's going to have to get rid of it quickly. She was pressured by Culver now from the slot, and that puck deflected wide. Miller chases it into the corner. Good work by her. Good body position. And now Jackets look to transition out. Talibi with it. Backhand looking for her sister Bella. Bella was frozen at the blue line and couldn't get the puck. Here come Culver the other way with speed. 3-on-2 if they can get it. Goes off of Loftus. Good deflection there. Talibi goes into the boards, and her sister Bella to Lily, and Lily now looking for Folk up front. Folk sticks off the ice, and it's easily poked away by Culver. 1 minute left in the period. Score knotted at zeros. Nothing between these two, and here come Culver the other way, and that's a goal as Lily Talibi missed on the poke check, and with 51.1 seconds left, Culver on the board first. Even strength goal. And Culver Academy draw first blood, and that was really out of nothing down the right-hand side. And Talibi on the poke check, and she was just stick-handled around, and that puck was just lifted up over Binsky's left shoulder, and nothing she could do about it. And the Jackets trail now by a goal in the waning seconds of the first period. So shake it off, girls. A lot of hockey to play. Puck now with Culver. All dumping in as they look to make more of their lead. Dispossessed now, and Travers there with it. Day just tries to loop it out, but it hits Buzik inadvertently. 30 seconds left in the period. Jackets trying to rebound quickly from this Culver score, and Binsky has to close the door quickly with 21.2 left. Pushed ahead by Jenna Day as she wins that face-off. Day now, she chips it ahead. Day go down. That puck now out. Travers skips by it. It's going to be a 2-on-1 with 3 seconds left if they can get it. Stick to side by Binsky. The whistle goes. The buzzer goes at the end of one. It's the Jackets 0 and Culver 1. That goal coming with only 51.1 seconds left of the first. Both teams enjoying some power play time, but none able to convert. It's Culver there with a 2-on-1 at the end of the first. The Jackets couldn't control the puck at the blue line, and Culver came back the other way. So we will only get a ice cut in between the second and third period, so this will be a pretty quick period. Hey, Mary, that's Avery's grandma is watching. Fantastic. Hopefully the feed is good and you're enjoying the game. Thanks for joining us. Again, this Jackets broadcast is multicast on both Facebook and YouTube. So either way, you can tune in. Second period underway now. And we're going to get a tripping call right off the face-off, and that's good work. Talibi Bella just kept her feet moving. She'll get the trip, and the Jackets right on the power play. Jackets 0 for 1 on the power play in the first. So great opportunity here to draw things level. Miller in for the draw. Miller wins it back to Davies. Davies has it go off the toe of her stick. Talibi Bella will chase it into the corner. Kept in by Hayden. Hayden now behind the net. Miller will collect it. Miller looking for some support. Miller loses the puck as that puck just rolled off the heel of her stick. She went to pass it to Davies out at the point, and that puck had other ideas. We get an icing call here. 1:37 left in the Jackets power play. 14:29 left in the second. As the second period's just underway. Talibi drawing the tripping penalty. Miller wins it to Folk. Folk back to Davies at the point. Davies down to Folk. Folk out to Hayden. Hayden now. Oh, she was trying to get it to the winger, but the winger had gone into the center, and now Bella Talibi behind the net. She'll cycle it to the corner where Hayden picks it up. Hayden out front. That puck went off of somebody, and Folk will collect it at the far side. Folk fires it in. Talibi on the rebound, and get a stoppage here with 1:13 left in the Jackets power play, and we'll get a line change. Crick, Rumke, and Thomas on now, along with Travers and Loftus at the blue line. Coach Emily! All right, Emily, you got to provide your assessment on the game as you're watching. What can we do better? What can we improve on? What have we done well? You got to coach if you're watching, Emily. Thomas now behind the net. Jackets 1:05 left in their power play, and really need to get after it here as they're trailed by a goal. It's a great opportunity. Crick now back on the back check, and that allows Loftus to come away with it. 2-on-3. The Jackets need to get up there. They're on the power play, and they're slow to get into the zone. Rumpke can't control it. Travers fires it in. It's blocked, and now Loftus with it. Crick will fire it in as that puck was deflected before it could reach her stick. 30 seconds left in the power play as Travers will loop back around. Travers looking for some open ice, and she'll find Rumpke, who goes between her feet. And now with 18 left in the power play, Jackets now chasing this puck down. Travers on the poke check. She can't get it. Short-handed now, 2-on-1. Vinsky blocks it aside, and it goes just wide as Jackets now are going to break the other way. Penalty's over. Even strength. Lemmerbrock with it. She's triple-teamed. She'll race back to get it. Lemmerbrock on the backhand. Lemmerbrock can't get the puck as she is up against two there. Davies keeps it in at the blue line. She'll fire it in. Lemmerbrock thought about the tip, but she's too far ahead of her. Hayden with the shot. That puck deflected, almost went in on net. Davies will race to chase it. 12:22 left in the period. We're even strength again as the Jackets unable to convert on their second power play. That puck set the length of the ice for an icing call. Culver Eagles up on the Lady Blue Jackets by a score of 1-0. Jackets looking to create some offense here with another offensive zone faceoff. Faceoff won by Culver. They cycle it in behind their own net. Day with the shot. That's blocked. Davies now just cycles it back in for Lemmerbrock. Taylor's waiting at the top of the circles. Taylor from Lemmerbrock and escapes out. Now Davies will rush back for it. Davies 1-on-2. Good play by Reagan. Now Taylor on the left-hand side, and there's Day. Day's got Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock is going for a change. Day had left it for her, and Lemmerbrock wasn't even looking. And now Davies left to pick up that puck. And he's going to go off a stick. It'll stay in the zone, and we'll get a face-off here. 11:30 left in the second. Jackets trail by a goal against the Culver Eagles. Game 3 of 3 between these two. Series knotted up at ones. Jackets falling to the Eagles 1-3 in yesterday's first game, but came back to win 5-1 in the second game. Now the Eagles behind Binsky. Bella Talibi with it. Bella Talibi now back to Lily Talibi. Back to Bella Talibi. Cross ice looking for Falk. It's too far ahead of her. And Culver's offside. There's both Talibis on the ice. Bella and Lily. Lily left defense and Bella left wing. Neutral zone faceoff. Miller wins it back to Bella, but Lily's going to have to step up on it. Got to pile up along the near side boards. Miller finally comes away with it. She can't clear it out. No, it's just a mass of humanity, and finally now cleared out, but controlled by Culver. Culver going to wrap it in with 10:46 left in the second. Culver cycling it out. Shot comes in, goes off of a shin pad, never makes it on net. Lily Talibi, again, that puck hitting a shin pad, and we're going to get a high stick call on, not quite sure who got that. Looks like the Jackets are going to go back on the power play on a high sticking call. Jackets 0 for 2 so far. Still trail by a goal. And they'll bring out the high-powered line of Taylor, Day, and Lemmerbrock. Davies and Hayden on the back end. And 2-minute minor assessed for high stick. Jackets control it. Hayden fires it. That goes off a Culver skate. Never makes it on net. Lemmerbrock down low, and she's going to get tripped up. No call. Yeah, Tripp's hanging out with his best friend, Harry Styles. Now out to Hayden. Hayden fires it. That'll hit Jenna Day on the backside, and the Jackets now unable to keep it in as Culver clears their lines. Now Davies will collect with 1:30 left in the power play. Taylor leaves it for Day. Day now across the blue line. Day stick handles by 1 and 2 and finally has to collect it in the far side corner. Out front looking for Lemmerbrock, who had gone to the slot, but puck escapes out. Now Davies with it. Davies, high slot. Puck goes off a stick. Should be an offensive zone face-off. We get a line change here with 9:32 left. Jackets over 2 on the power play. This is their third of the match. Really could use a power play goal here. Actually, no, we're going to no line change. Started to come over the boards, but back to Hayden. Hayden fires it in. Day with a sneaky shot, but the goalie's equal to the task. Out front for Davies. Davies has that poke checked away, and they'll send it the length of the ice. We'll get another icing call, and now the line change will occur with Crick, Rumpke, and Thomas out there, and Loftus and Travers. 48 seconds left in the Jackets power play. 9:14 left in the second. Jackets trail by a goal. Crick controls it. Travers now to Loftus. Loftus backhands it in, but only so far. Can't keep it in at the point. Loftus races back for it, but poked off to her stick, and now Travers has to get it. It goes off a skate. Short-handed are the Eagles, and the Eagles now shot on goal. Binsky will glove that down with 21 left. Sorry, 20. The timekeeper's letting the clock go like an extra second or two each time. So if I have to adjust my time, it's because the whistle goes, but the timekeeper's not listening. He's letting it go. Crick wins the face-off. Jackets' power play is being hemmed in their own zone, and finally Loftus with just 10 seconds left now, and Sarah Thomas on the left-hand side, and nobody gave her any kind of information, and she dispossessed the puck. Loftus on a cross-ice pass, intercepted by Culver. They come down. Culver misses just wide, and the Jackets need to clear their lines a little bit here with 8:13 left. We're back to even strength. Travers just forces that into the corner. Crick back on the back check out front for Culver. In the slot area, puck hits a skate, never makes it on net. Thomas now has it between her skates. She kicks it ahead. And Loftus just going to dump it in. Going to get a line change here. As the whistle goes at 7:46 left in the second. Miller wins the faceoff. Davies will control it. Hayden goes cross-ice looking for Folk. Folk now, right-hand side, she slips and falls as that pass handcuffed her a little bit. Miller now will pin her opponent against the boards. That allows Davies to come away with it. That pass too far behind Bella Talibi. Hayden is just going to dump it in, and no icing, and Miller will give chase along with Talibi. Well, Folk in with numbers here, the Jackets. Here comes Reagan Davies. Fires just wide. Davies looking for that far side post. Now 3-on-2. Yep. Puck deflected by Davies. Never made it on net. Folk can't control it. Had Talibi breaking. Miller will come in and clean things up a little bit here. Hayden goes off her stick. Tapped down nicely by Davies. Davies will loop around. Davies double team now. Davies down on the ice. Miller will come in to help out. Davies now to Miller. Miller will break out left-hand side. Stretch pass looking for Folk, and Folk can't collect it. It was right in front of her, and Folk can't collect that puck, and we're going to get an icing call and get a line change here with 6:26 left in the seconds. Jackets trail by a goal. That's two games in a row that we have Chris Schuler with us. Taylor with the puck. She'll just feather it out on the backhand into neutral ice. Lemmerbrock poke checks it. It's behind her. She can't find it. That puck is going to get sent the length of the ice. No icing call. That's a bit strange. Now Culver looked to wrap things around. Lemmerbrock against the half board. She'll poke it ahead, and the Jackets have a 3-on-1 here with Lemmerbrock, Day, and Taylor. Lemmerbrock fires it in on net. Had two Jackets waiting in the center, opted to shoot. Goalie equal to the task, but arguably one of the best opportunities for the Jackets the entire game. And to be fair, Avery's got a hot hand right now, so it's her shot to take. Jackets control. Travers at the blue line. She'll backhand it in. Day now with it, leaves it for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock down for Day. Day will rush in behind the net. Lemmerbrock grabs it. Taylor's out at the face-off dot. Taylor back to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock has it go around her stick. Taylor with it. Taylor on the backhand tries to jam it in short side. Goalie blocks that off. 5:27 left in the second. Jackets still trail by a goal. Travers keeps it in, but That puck deflected, goes across the ice, and we'll get an icing call, and that prevented a Culver break. So, again, that's when the icing really pays off for you. Sorry, offside. Neutral zone face-off for the Jackets. Davies will chase it down in front of her own bench. She'll backhand it to herself into the zone. Davies from the slot. She's poke checked away. The tenacity of Reagan Davies as she chases it down behind the net and just comes away with it again. Davies just embarrasses three. Davies out front, blocked. Reagan Davies just doing a great job single-handedly. Crick deflects it looking for Rumpke, but Culver come away with it. Time ticking away here in the second. You really think the Jackets need to get something going. Puck now in front of the Jackets bench. Crick to Thomas. Go into the zone, but Thomas the only one forechecking here. That breakout pass intercepted by Hayden, but now on the counterattack, Binsky has to make the save as Hayden's clearance in neutral ice was broken up, and Culver went back the other way, and Binsky had to be ready for that. 4:19 left in the period. Miller controls the face-off. Jackets now with Talibi. She can't grab it. Blocked by Miller. Nice job by Lauren Miller. And now Talibi's got one in the center and elects not to pass and gets poke checked away. Talibi had Folk breaking. Folk now along the half boards. And now that puck will go the length of the ice, and we're going to get an icing call here with 3:46 left in the second. Jackets trail by a goal. Offensive zone faceoff now for Columbus. Miller controls face-off again, but that back pass from Folk to Travers, and now we got a breakaway the other way, 2-on-0. Binsky with a big save, but it's blockered aside, and on the rebound, the Eagles at the 3:36 mark double their lead, even strength. Jackets now down by 2. Folk tried to play it back to Travers. It was intercepted by the Eagles, and it was instantly a 2-on-0 break. Binsky making the initial save off the left pad, but the Eagles follow up the rebound with an easy goal to make it 2-0, and now the Jackets with a lot of work to do here with 3:36 left in the second. Still another period to play, but the Jackets look like they don't have any answer for this at the moment. Taylor now to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock races ahead. She tried to flick it to Day. Lemmerbrock takes her player to the corner. Day with it. She's got Taylor out front if she can hit her, but Day was not able to get that puck out front, and Taylor was all alone in the slot. Now Culver back the other way as they look to build here on their 2-0 lead. That puck goes in on a broken play on the back end, and it's all of a sudden 3-0 Culver. 2:40 left, the Jackets collapsing defensively. That high puck not able to be corralled by the Jackets, and Culver again pounces, and they take that opportunity and convert. And Jackets now on their heels in a 3-0 hole. couple of ugly goals have just decimated the Jackets here in the second. Davies now to Thomas. Thomas fires it in. The rebound not there. Crick fires just wide. Thomas with it looking for Crick. Really need to get a goal here, and Culver doing a really good job of putting sticks in the lane. Now Culver back down the other way. Davies will have to race after it. She's pestered. Finally comes away with it. Crick with the puck. Has her stick lifted when she tried to pass. Now behind the play, she's dumped, no call. Two get tied up. Call it evens. Davies looking for that outlet to Rumpke. It's too far ahead of her, and Jackets will go back, and Rumpke's got to be careful on the slash there. Didn't call it, but she could have gotten easily called as she tomahawk chopped both of them. Now we're going to get a interference penalty. And now again, the Jackets going to go back on their third power play of the period on an interference call, minor, against Culver. Offensive zone faceoff. Minute 25 left in the period. Jackets trail by 3. Uncanny. And much against the run of play. Folk now with it. Folk tries to find Talibi. Talibi will cycle it in. Folk with the puck. She'll leave it for Loftus. Loftus fires it. Miller now with it. Tries to turn it, but it's poke checked away by Culver, and they look to go back the other way shorthanded. Travers reaches, misses, and now Culver in the zone with under a minute to play in the period. Culver from the point. We'll cycle it in. Miller will get it. Miller tries to find Talibi down the wing, but it's broken up by Culver, and now Loftus with 43 left behind her own net. Loftus to Folk. Jackets having a hard time here, just clearing their own zone, and we're on the man advantage. 31 left in the period, 105 left in the power play. Loftus now for Talibi. Talibi clears it, only out to neutral ice. Here come Culver the other way, shorthanded. We're going to go offside call here, and good thing because Travers would have gone for a trip if that was not an offside call. 49 left in the power play for the Jackets, 13.9 left in the period. Jackets are just out of ideas here in the second. And two just ugly goals. Jackets conceding in the second. Maybe the break will be the best thing for the Jackets. There's the buzzer signaling the end of the second period. Jackets give up 2 goals in about a minute. 2 just heartbreaking goals that put Culver on top by a score of 3-0, and the Jackets and the coach are probably going to have to get in and figure out what's going on and how we can regroup and get some energy back. Jackets will have 35 seconds left on the man advantage when we come out for the third, but right now we're going to get an ice cut. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the third period in just a moment. Stay tuned. Okay, the ZAM is on the ice here at the second intermission. We'd like to send a shout out to Michelle in Hanover, Canada. Thanks for tuning in and watching our international viewers. So not the best game today for the Jackets, but glad you could tune in and watch. So we'll do a player profile now, and because I'm the broadcaster and I decide who gets what profile and when, I'll feature my daughter, Lauren. So Lauren's 17. She goes to Beaver Creek High School. Greene County Career Center, where she's studying sports and exercise science. She hopes to move on to a college to do athletic training. So we're currently in that process, and we'll be up to a college visit after this game today. She's player number 18. She's a forward. She'll rotate between wings and the center. She's played defense this year. She shoots left and currently lives in Beaver Creek, Ohio, although she was born in Wichita Falls, Texas. She played with this team last year where she had 10 goals and 11 assists. She's currently a senior, and she's also been a ballerina, at a very young age. She was a ballerina. She tried gymnastics, soccer, and golf, but her love is hockey, and that's what she plays. She says her favorite movie or TV show is Forrest Gump. Her favorite fruit is chicken fried rice, which I can definitely attest to that. But although I think macaroni and cheese would be a close second there. Favorite ice hockey team is the Columbus Blue Jackets, right? Supporting her hometown team. And her favorite player is Cam Atkinson because he's on the smaller side in height, but he'll never give up. And that's kind of how Lauren is. Not the tallest player, but she tries to emulate Cam Atkinson's. First hockey memory is playing in the Timbits League, and that was out of, I think we were at Kettering, right? And I remember as a parent her trying to take the ice, and her the skate guards were still on her skates. That was funny. Didn't work so well. She hit the ice pretty quickly. And her most influential person is her parents, so that would be Robin and myself. Her favorite hockey brand is the CCM line. And her pregame ritual is usually having iced coffee and listening to music to dial her in. So that's the player profile for one of the captains, the three captains of the Jackets this year, Lauren Miller. Again, that's my daughter, so I'm giving her a player profile because, well, I get to choose. We'll feature another player at another game. So, speaking of other games, the Jackets are off next week, so you get a weekend free from us. However, on the 29th and 30th, the Jackets play a round robin, kind of like a jamboree in Columbus. And the three teams that the Jackets will be facing are the Indy Fusion, the Pittsburgh Rebellion, and the Gilmore Gladiators. And our schedule for that, you can mark this on your calendars to make sure you're tuning in if you can't attend the games. The 29th, the Jackets will play at 3:25 Eastern. And on the 30th, two games. The first puck drop will be at 11:35 a.m. Eastern Time, and that'll be against Pittsburgh. And then against the Gilmore Gladiators, again on the 30th of October, with a puck drop at 3:35 p.m. Eastern. Again, that's the 29th and the 30th. Next weekend, you get a weekend off. And so do we. So we're going to go visit family. Zam is still cleaning the ice. But don't go anywhere because the third period is right around the corner. So stay tuned. Jackets hockey. All right, Jackets fans. Zamboni is finished on the ice. So we'll do a quick scoring recap of the game. Culver draw first blood at the 51.1 second mark of the first period. So in the waning minute, the first period, Culver draw the first goal of the game. And then for the next 11 and a half minutes, not a lot of action on either end as far as goalies making big saves. Culver did start off with a breakaway there in the second, but Binsky stared him down and forced him to miss. However, Culver came back with another even strength goal at the 3:36 mark of the second period. And then almost a minute later, another even strength goal to make it 3-0 at the end of 2. The Jackets still in the locker room. The Jackets need a big period here as they are in a 3-goal hole. Now remember, the Jackets in the second period yesterday with 3 goals. So it's doable. 15 minutes is a lot of time to play, but the Jackets need to get that focus. And you knew that Culver were going to come out after being beaten handily yesterday by a score of 5-1 in that second game. They were going to come out looking to avenge that loss in front of their home crowd. And Jackets, just no response for those goals. We got to get shots on goal. The first period, we only had 3. And so therefore, Jackets have a lot of work to do here. 15 minutes, but they're going to start on the power play for 35 seconds. They're going to have the man advantage. If we can get an early one, get a little jump back on our step, maybe we can draw back into this game, but we have to be on our toes here as the third period gets underway. Just waiting on the referees, and we'll get this third period underway. Game 3 of 3 between these two teams, and probably the one and only time that they'll face each other this season. Players going to take to the ice here and get their legs warm after the short intermission to clean the ice. But we're glad that you're with us, listening in both the United States and in Canada. Jackets will be in their blue jerseys going from left to right here in the third, and Culver will be in their white jerseys going from right to left. Now we have both referees. And Rick Ricard is watching. Nothing better to do, right? Might as well tune into a Jackets game. Thanks for joining us, Ricky. A lot of viewers today. That's good. Happy to bring it to them. There's our goalie. Let's see how the Jackets start here. I'm assuming they're going to bring Day Taylor and Lemmerbrock out to start on the power play. We'll see what happens. No, it looks like we're going to have, Miller, Talibi, and Day. So the coach switching things up here on the power play. Referee's got him at center ice. Davies and Hayden on the back end. Binsky between the pipes. Third period about to get underway. Jackets on the power play, and they'll control the faceoff with Miller between skates of the official. And Binsky, that's Davies is tripped right behind the ref. Hooked, no call, and man, we just can't get anything going here. Miller along the half boards, and she finds a way to get it to Davies, fires it in. That looking for a deflection out front was Bella Talibi, but 15 seconds left on the power play for the Jackets, and we'll get another face-off. Back to Miller. Miller to Davies. Davies now looking out front. Miller will chase it in behind the net. 8 seconds left. Miller out to Day. Day now will cycle it in. Jackets unable to convert. And we're back to even strength. That puck goes in just wide of the net. Talibi looking for the tip. Day is out there. Day back now to Hayden. Hayden fires it in behind the net now. Talibi leaves it for Miller. Miller now behind the net. She can't control it. Talibi just a battle. Davies just going to flick it in again behind the net. Day will give chase. Now that puck goes out of the zone, and Jackets will have to regroup here. Davies with the puck. She'll leave it for Day. Clogged up at the blue line, and we'll get an offside call here as Jenna Day was ahead of the puck, and get an offside as the puck has to cross the blue line first when going into the offensive zone before any player can touch it or be across the line. Unfortunately, unlike Toronto, we do not have a video review system. So sometimes it's offside and sometimes it's not. Just as the players make mistakes, so do the officials. Buzik now looking for Lemmerbrock. Escape out to the point. That puck goes in, and Binsky makes a glove save with 13:23 left in the third. And boy, Jackets look slow starting here. Like no inspiration. Like, come on, we need to get things going, girls. We're down by 3 goals, and you would expect this team to be coming out jumping, but this isn't happening. Binsky has to turn that aside. Culver just enjoying some puck possession here as the Jackets unable to even clear their lines. Buzik has it go between her skates, and Culver just take the puck. Culver just cycling the puck around the Jackets, and the Jackets just happy to let him do it. And finally, Lemmerbrock comes away with it, but only because there was an error by Culver. Lemmerbrock down the right-hand side, and that puck deflected, never makes it on net. Lemmerbrock tries to backhand to herself. That's picked off by Culver, and Culver come back the other way, and we just don't look like we want to do much. These Jackets are a fickle bunch of girls. You can see moments of pure energy out of them, and then you can see moments where they're just not up for it. Now, Taylor with it. Taylor fires. Lemmerbrock on the rebound, and we're going to get a Jacket goal. Jackets on the board. Davies to Lemmerbrock to Taylor. Taylor takes the shot. Lemmerbrock on the rebound, and the birthday girl gets a goal. Even strength. Jackets on the board. 12 minutes left in the period, and Jackets now draw within 2 on a birthday goal for a birthday girl in Avery Lemmerbrock. Happy 16th birthday. Jackets now, let's look for some energy here as they get the early goal, and they can sniff maybe getting another one here as Davies forces that puck ahead. Looks like Thomas, Folk, and Rumke out there on a line. Now Talibi backhands it. That puck is kept in. No, it wasn't kept in. Again, another offside call. Referee is in good position. 11:24 left. Jackets trail by a pair. Neutral zone face-off. Just trying to see where Caroline Crick is. And I'm not seeing her on the bench, which would explain why the Jackets have had to mix up their lines a little bit here. As here we go, Sarah Thomas now, right-hand side. Rumpke's there. Thomas is going to take it in and tries the centering pass, but broken up by Culver. Now Jenna Day in. And now on the back end, Buzik is going to have to defend this 2-on-1 as Hayden races back, and that puck never makes it in on net. Sticked aside by Binsky, and Binsky with a couple of big saves. Now Thomas will race for it. The half boards. She fans on the clearance attempt, and that puck will go in behind the net. Hayden wraps it around. It'll escape out into neutral ice. Culver collect. Travers looks around, didn't want to touch the puck. It could have been too many on the ice. Binsky has that puck pop up, and those are the ugly ones that are going in the second. Culver with all the energy here in the third. The Jackets look flat again. Blocked by Miller. She tried to force that ahead of Talibi. Day gets dumped, no call. Minsky with a big backdoor save, and now Talibi will race after it. Miller will give chase, 9:33 left. No icing as that puck was assessed to be tipped into the zone. Travers will collect it, 9:20 left in the period. And I do not see Caroline Crick on the bench. Bella Talibi dances around that puck. It's in between her skates, and the Jackets just look all over the place. Taylor with it. She tries to tip it to Lemmerbrock. That doesn't go. Lemmerbrock does it herself. She'll tip it into the zone, and she's looking for Loftus. Nobody's there as that puck was ahead of both Loftus and Taylor. Davies will have to race back, but she's able to get that puck up to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock's got Taylor. She dumps it into the zone with 8:36 left, and Jackets need to get some offense here. Now Davies, high slot. We're going to get a roughing call on Taylor? Okay. Yeah, so Taylor has the puck, and she gets assessed on a roughing. So now the Jackets are going to have to kill a 2-minute minor for roughing on Taylor. That was an odd one. Jackets will start with Loftus, Lemmerbrock, Folk, and Davies. Boy, it'd be nice to get a shorthanded goal. And Jackets shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. Hayden wraps it around. Sorry, that was Hayden in there, not Folk. Only saw the 4 on the shoulder. Tipped out of the zone by Loftus. Good work by her as they were trying to go D to D. You know, this 2-minute penalty, though, I mean, the Jackets need to create some offense. As hard as that is to do, the Jackets really need to create something here. We're playing against the time. Davies right below us. She'll control this puck as she's battles off one. And high circle now. Davies fires. That puck is blocked down, and this goalie hasn't had a lot to do. She gave up a lot of rebounds yesterday that we were able to capitalize on one way or another. Lemmerbrock for Davies. Davies now 1:02 left in the power play. Davies fires. That puck goes just high. She's going to race to collect her own rebound. Now here come Culver back the other way. 7:13 left in the period. Jackets still trail by a pair. Binsky gloves that. Gets the whistle. We're going to get And the Culver is going to get assessed for a penalty here. Goaltender interference, or could have been roughing. I didn't see the hand signal, but the Jackets will have an abbreviated power play. We're going to play 4-on-4 for 39 seconds, and the Jackets will have a $1.21 to figure things out. Culver is going to control the face-off. They're just going to dump it the length of the ice. This rolling puck is going to beat out the skaters. We'll get a whistle with 6:55 left. 29 left in the 4-on-4. Jackets still trail by a pair. Time ticking down. Culver controlled this face-off again as Folk was in to take the draw, not her normal position. So, again, with Caroline Crick not here, it's puck just whistles over the net. 12 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Travers with it. Travers hits Rumpke on the clearance attempt. 4 seconds left. And Buzik gives it right away to Culver. Culver on the backhand. And now the Jackets on the power play. Jackets 0 for 4. Out front now, Rumpke. Rumpke's got Taylor, but she opts to go to Folk the opposite way, and we'll have an icing call here as Taylor was right there, and Rumpke just dumped it. 1:09 left in the Jackets power play. 6:13 left in the period. Jackets trail by 2, as it'll be Day, Talibi, and Miller out there with Lily Talibi and Reagan Davies. Jackets going to have to go 180 feet. Miller with the puck now. Miller right-hand side, sorry. Miller to Davies. Davies chips it ahead. Bella Talibi now will cycle it in behind the net. Nobody's there. Miller will have to race in. They're going to cycle it back the other way, and the Jackets, Lily Talibi pinches in. She can't get it. We'll get an icing call here as the Jackets now will get a face-off. Looks like we're going to go to the right of the goalie with 43 left in the power play for the Jackets. Again, they're 0 for 4. Like to see something get going here on their 5th one. They went 1 for 5 yesterday. We need one now. And Talibi's shot is blocked, and Davies has to go back for it. And now we're going to get another penalty on Culver. And we're going to get, the Jackets are now going to be, for 26 seconds, we'll have a 5-on-3. On a roughing. Yeah. Oh, 26 was the one throwing punches. I don't even know why she's playing today. So Jackets 5-on-3 now, and expect to see some fireworks here from the Jackets. Let's see if they can capitalize. 2-man advantage. This is the gift that they need, and they need to score. Hayden with it now along the half boards down to Taylor. Taylor can't corral it and can't be kept in by Loftus at the point. She'll go to Travers. Jackets back onside, cross ice for Taylor. Taylor can't control that pass, and the Jackets. And here come Culver, 5-on-3, and the Jackets are now 5-on-4 as they can't get anything going on the 5-on-3. Taylor down the left-hand side, but she's way to the outside. She won't be a threat. Lemmerbrock now in the center. Hayden at the point. Hayden fires it in. She gets dumped. No call, and here come shorthanded. Here come Culver the other way. Binsky is equal to it. Travers cleaning it up, and now Taylor with 1:08 left. Left-hand side looking for Lemmerbrock, who's got our only goal, but it's too far ahead of her. Taylor keeps it in. She'll shovel it to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock back to Taylor. Taylor to Lemmerbrock. Out front for Davies. Tipped in. Never makes it on net. Lily Talibi now at the left-hand side point. She'll fire it in behind the net. Taylor with it. Taylor goes out to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock will leave it for Davies. Davies now with 43. Stick aside that low shot. Lily Tlebe races in now. Cycled in behind the net. Jackets trying to get a little bit of pressure here on the goalie. Lemmerbrock collides in behind the net. Taylor was going to try the Michigan, but it's not time to be cute. It's just time to score goals. That puck goes in. Never makes it on net. And now Culver cleared their lines. Davies is going to race back. 15 left in the power play for the Jackets. And going to get an icing call with 8 seconds left. 7 seconds. Again, this clock scorekeeper is not doing a very good job. You got one job, dude. Hit the button when the whistle goes. That's it. That's all you got to do. Yeah. Jackets unable to convert, and we're back to full-strength hockey. Jackets 0 for 6. Buzik breaks that shot attempt up and never made it on net. 3:20 left in the period. Jackets still trailing by 2 against Culver. And now another shot low, and that's pad saved by Binsky, but Jackets all over the place now. And Binsky able to cover it up. No, and she can't get it. 4-1 with 3 minutes to go. And Culver get back on the board. Even strength goal by Culver. Binsky thought she had it. And that puck was never covered. Jammed in. Jackets now down by 3 again with 3 minutes to go. No icing on that. Hate him. Reagan Davies with it now. Davies now fires. What a save. Davies had that labeled for the blocker side, and good save. And now we're going to get another penalty as Davies. Jackets now on their 7th power play. Dave back to Miller. Miller now tried to feed it down low to Tlebe. Jackets really need to get something going here. It is do or die. Now here come Culver back the other way. Jackets will regroup. They got to go with speed now. Day now with the puck. Hayden fires it. It goes off the mask. Collected by Culver. Sent the length of the ice. And 1:25 left now as the timekeeper always lets the clock go another second more. And every time. That's shady stuff. I'm telling you, man. You can't be doing that. I mean, it's easy. 1:59 left in the period. Jackets still trailing by 3. Travers fires. Rebound now out to Lily Tlebe. Lily Tlebe tries to go D to D, but nobody's there, and you got to pick your head up. Lily Tlebe now with it. That puck is chased down now by Travers. 1:08 left in the power play. Taylor leaves it for Loftus. Loftus throws it ahead. Nobody's there. Wrapped around, and now Taylor along the far side. Lemmerbrock had gone out. Taylor didn't see it, and now Culver control it, and the Jackets really just with nothing. The creativity, I think, is gone from the Jackets. That puck cleared out. Travers will get it. 1:08 left here in the period. Jackets trail by 3. Now Lemmerbrock with it. That puck fired just wide. Under a minute to go in the game, and Culver go in on net. Lemmerbrock races in behind Binsky. He's given up 4 today. That puck to Loftus is too far ahead. And again, the Jackets with Taylor. Taylor from the slot fires. Easy save from the goalie with 32 left in the period. The Jackets are going to fall today and drop the series. There's 32 seconds left is a bit much to ask to get 3 goals. And the Jackets haven't looked much like scoring here in the third other than the Lemmerbrock goal on the rebound. It's been all Culver the entire game. Jackets try to salvage something here with Davies. Davies to Folk. Folk shoots. That puck goes high and wide. 25 left in the game. Davies chases it in. Now that puck is cleared out to the blue line, and here come Culver back the other way. Probably could have been a penalty, but Davies now with 10 seconds left. Davies fires it, goes to Rumpke. 5 seconds, and this one's going to be in the books. Jackets fall by a final score of 1-4 to Culver. And Culver win the series 2-1 as the Jackets no match for the Culver Eagles in a game that had promises to be a very spirited affair, but it just seems like the Jackets didn't have a whole lot of energy out there, and it showed because Culver, after getting beaten 5-1 yesterday, we're not going to let that happen again, and the Jackets just had no answer for them. So Jackets fall 4-1 to Culver. Again, no games next week. Get a free weekend, but the Jackets will be back at it on October 29th and 30th for 3 games, home games at the Dublin Chiller. And if you cannot attend the games, at least try to tune in as we will be broadcasting from our home rink. Well, for those of you who listened today and yesterday, we thank you for doing that. It's a pleasure bringing it to you. And we'll try to do so the best we can for the rest of the season. But unfortunately, the Jackets fall today by a score of 4-1. We'll regroup and we'll get after it again, and hopefully this Jackets team can rebound for that round-robin matchup Halloween weekend. Until then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you